Welcome to my presentation of Dimensions of a Virtual Organization. My name is Sherry Love Pruitt from Liberty University, Department of Social Sciences, Psychology. Remote work or virtual work has become very common, especially after the events of 2020. Remote work is more flexible, there's less capital needed, less expenses, no geographical boundaries. However, the identity of the virtual business is very important. It's more important now than ever. So according to Davis in 2022, the idea of who we are as a business has become an incredibly important concern for many people. Individuals are interested in doing business with companies that share their ideals, their beliefs, even their political visions. So scholars studying virtual organizations are concerned that the members of the virtual team drift apart, allowing for no emotional attachment to the teams or the team members. This can affect the organization's identity. A lot of people in virtual jobs are relying solely on technology for organizational structure, and it can cause employees to feel isolated and frustrated, leading to an unhealthy team and an unhealthy organization. If there's nothing that keeps the team together, then it's not really a team. So that's where the culture comes in. Your organizational culture. An organization's culture is considered the glue or the social glue for a team. A company must develop strong communications. The development of soft skills and productive relationships among team members is essential to the health and welfare of the business and the workers. According to Mays and Welde in 2018, for this to happen, there must be ties that bind the team, common goals, common understandings, and common beliefs. The team is a person environment. This quote that I have here is one that I really thought made a lot of sense for this presentation. It says, everyone talks about building a relationship with your customers. I think you build one with your employees first. Now, that was Angela Ahrens, and she is a senior vice president of Apple. So your top management has the most influence on the organizational culture with their leadership and communication styles. This is according to Mays and Welde in 2018. According to Aluha and Carley in 1999, there are several structural dimensions for a virtual organization. These dimensions include hierarchical levels, centralization, and degree hierarchy. Now, this is going to come up again later in the presentation. But what this means is that many of the traits of the virtual world are similar, if not identical, to the traditional world of business. Mays and Welde, from a study in 2018, began a list of best practices to integrate into virtual organizations. These notions here are part of that list. Be mindful of your business culture. Build self-awareness into teams. Instruct team members on how to build relationships, how to communicate appropriately, and how to resolve conflict in a creative way. Practice mentoring and coaching. Model collaborative behavior. Support a strong sense of community. Assign team leaders who have a balance of task and relationship skills. Try to assign people to the team who know one another. Define clear roles for team members and encourage face-to-face team virtual communications. According to researchers, human beings have evolved for natural communication, to be face-to-face. The face-to-face mode allows for less cognitive effort. To allow this process in virtual organization, researchers suggest that during meetings and conferences, these areas of virtual communication are important. This is from Carl et al., 2022. For communications and meetings, think about the following. Always turn your camera on. Always be on time. No multitasking. Do not schedule things over lunch. The last thing you want is somebody eating their lunch while they're trying to listen to a meeting. And pay attention from working from home. You never know when someone's going to sneak up to your computer. Virtual organizations, of course, are global. Not all of them, but majority of them. They have customers that are global. They have people, employees that are global. So to have a successful virtual global organization, a business must be able to understand the differences between cultures and be able to successfully navigate differences in business practices. According to a research study in 2021 by Schwartz and Shrivastava, intercultural sensitivities are a key component of a successful global business. Geographically and culturally diverse groups that work together to obtain a common goal face challenges when misunderstanding nonverbal communication cues or individual traits that may cause delay, conflict, and mistrust. Some of these issues are looking at the camera, eye contact. In some countries, eye contact is absolutely imperative. In others, it's not. Hand gestures. Some hand gestures in one country may not be appropriate in another. Some cultures vary on the formality of their business meetings. And some may take silence as rude, while others may take chatter as rude. Moving over to virtual reality. The metaverse is a virtual landscape that parallels the real world where users interact with characters called avatars. Virtual spaces have become commonplace for games and social networking, but they are also starting to make headway with global virtual businesses. Although there are limits to the metaverse, cognitive overload being the most important and concerning. The technical world is moving towards the virtual business meeting as a norm in society, according to Besson and Gautier in 2024. So when we look at our virtual organization, one way to do that is with an algorithm. So a latent derelict allocation algorithm is a topic modeling method to cluster natural groups within abstract topics. Klushretha in 2019 studied the derelict allocation algorithm to see if there were similarities between virtual organizations and social networking. So this modeling method can discover relevancy and themes between multiple subjects. The LDA has been used to understand the structures and behaviors of the virtual organization. What researchers have discovered by using the LDA is that social media and social networking environments have similar structures and behaviors of the natural language processing. Carl et al. Studied the virtual organization to discover any resemblance to traditional organizations that it may have. Structures of the traditional organization are evident, as suggested earlier in the presentation. However, Carl et al. Discovered that there is no difference in the formal and informal structures of a virtual organization. They are indistinguishable. The authority in a virtual organization is not recognized as in traditional business. Virtual organizations are a big part of our reality and will probably continue to be part of that reality as the world continues to make great strides in technology and in global communities. Thank you for listening to my presentations. This slide and the next slide have all the references that I've used. If you have any other questions, thank you. Have a nice day.